Well, now I will tell you about exam structure, that how your syllabus is examined. Basically, there will be 5 questions, and all of these questions are compulsory, as this is a fundamental level paper. So you have to attempt every question. And as I told you, there will be 5 questions. Question number one will be on preparation of group financial statements, or in other words, you can say consolidation. You have to do consolidation in question number one. It will be a 25-mark question. And remember that in this question you will have one subsidiary. You can't have more than one subsidiary. You will have that in professional level. Here you will have just one subsidiary with one associate maybe. So it will be limited to one subsidiary. And another thing you should know about this is that there can be a small discussion element as well in this question. For example, the examiner may ask you that under what circumstances the directors may believe, or they want, or they wish not to consolidate group financial statement, not to consolidate accounts. You have to tell the reasons and the conditions, the circumstances in which they are allowed to do so. So this can be there can be a short discussion element. Of say 5 marks. There can be a small discussion elements of 5 marks in this question as well. So this was question number one, which is related to consolidation. And one thing more, in this question you will be tested on understanding of principles. So you need to understand principles. And obviously, when we will be doing this in detail, consolidation, inshallah, you will understand every principle and each and everything about consolidation. So this was question number one, preparation and presentation of group financial statement, or preparation of group financial statements. Now moving toward question number two. Question number two will be on preparation of non-group financial statements. This will be question number two. Preparation of non-group. Basically, in question number one, you are preparing group financial statements. In question number two, you will be preparing non-group financial statements. This will be again 25-mark question. So, question number two, 25-mark question, preparation of non-group financial statement. Basically, in this question, you will be given a trial balance with some adjustments, or you may need to redraft the financial statements. The adjustments will be from other part of syllabus. So, in this question, you have to, tell the effects of adjustments and all that stuff. Obviously, we will be covering this as well. So, this was the question number two. Question number three. Question number three is one of the easiest one. Appraisal of entity performance. In this question, this will be a 25-mark question, obviously, as the other two. And in this question, you have to calculate ratios, most probably. You have to interpretation of ratios. And there may be a cash flow statement as well. It may be a combination of these two. So this will be question number 3. Normally it is calculation and interpretation of some ratios plus a cash flow statement which appears in question number 3. This will again a 25 mark question. Now there are 2 questions remaining. Question number 4 and question number 5. In question number 4, basically I'll tell you about that as well. Just give me a second. Yeah. In question number 4 and 5, they will be basically of 15 and 10 marks respectively. And they can be from any part of syllabus which is not examined in question number 1, 2 and 3. It may be construction contracts, or it may be on inventories, it may be on adjusting, non-adjusting events. It can be from any part of syllabus which is not examined in other 3 questions. And there can be a discussion element as well in these questions. So these are the 5 questions, and all of them are fundamental. All of them are important, and you have to attempt all of them. And if you want to pass your paper, obviously you have to attempt all of them and attempt them nicely. So this was the structure of exam. Now I just want to tell you about some additions which are made and which are effective from June 2011 in your paper. I just want to tell you something about F7. Actually, I was just listening to an interview from Steve Scott, and he said that acquisition of facts, that's not enough for this particular paper. You just not need to, acquire the facts. You should know how to apply these facts to practical examples. So application of facts is really important, not only acquisition of facts. You have to acquire the facts, plus you have to apply the facts to examples, practical examples. So remember, application is really very important in this particular paper. And now let me tell you some additions which are made and which are effective from June 2011. All of these 3 additions, they are actually related to business combinations. All of these 3. So basically, first addition which is effective from June 2011 is, the circumstances in which a group is required to prepare financial statements. Circumstances in which group is required to prepare financial statements, group financial statements. And the circumstances, the second addition which is made is the circumstances in which the company is exempted from preparation of consolidated financial statements. Remember, this is consolidated financial statements. The first part was the circumstances in which group is required to prepare consolidated financial statements. The second is circumstances in which company is exempted from preparation of group financial statements or consolidated financial statements. And the third addition which is made is the circumstances in which directors do not wish to consolidate and when they are permitted to do so. Circumstances in which directors not to consolidate. And they are permitted by international standards. So these are the 3 additions which are made to your course, and these are effective from June 2011. All of these 3 relates to business combination. First of all, circumstances in which a group is required to prepare consolidated financial statements. Second one is circumstances when company is exempted from preparation of financial statements, consolidated financial statements, and circumstances in which directors wish not to consolidate and when they are permitted by international standards. So this was it with the introduction lecture. I try to give you each and everything. Try to tell you that how your table is structured, and the overall, basically the overall view of the whole syllabus, so that you can have an idea at what you are going to study. Thank you so much.